What's up, everybody? Trip Smith here on YouTube, and today we're doing a little different paddling adventure. So I have my truck with me. As you can see, there's no kayak or paddleboard on top, but I did bring a paddleboard. I actually have a new toy, so that's kind of what I came here today for. Just a little fun trip to try out something new that I just got in the mail yesterday. It's pretty cool. It's right here, an inflatable stand-up paddleboard. So let's see how this thing goes together. So here I'm getting everything out of the bag. Right here I've got the pump and the hose that you're going to use to, of course, pump it up. Here it comes with 3 fins, 1 big fin, 2 short fins. And right here, coming out of the bag, this is the actual paddleboard. It rolls up pretty small and fits into its own bag slash backpack. It's really pretty cool to see this thing go together.
I'm gonna do a tutorial on how you do it.
Something like that. I make YouTube videos, so yeah. This is today's video. Or the next adventure.
Just hook it up to your tailpipe. Fill it up.
That'll work. Hey, you might could rev it up for me.
Alright, I'll crank it.
I appreciate it. So you gotta hook the pump up, of course, and it's a little tricky, but I got it. Right here, I'm just kind of figuring things out. I don't know what this one's for, this little cap. We'll figure that out. It wasn't in the instructions. Then we just start pumping away. Still learning, of course. Those are going to fall off. Now it does take quite a bit of work, but you can buy aftermarket pumps or electric pumps that'll really help you with this. But this is the pump that came with it, and it worked. Okay, I think I know what this is. I blew this up for the first time yesterday in my living room. It took me a long time to get to this point. It's because this was out. I think what this does is it actually makes it pump air on the upstroke and the downstroke. So twice as fast, essentially. It's been 3 minutes. Pretty much aboard. We're at about 3.5 psi. We gotta get to 15. All right, now I'm gonna pop this out. I'm at 6. So now I'm only pumping on the downstroke. Then 5.5 minutes while stopping and filming and stuff like that. It's a workout. It's a workout. Oh yeah. So I'm at about 12.5 now. It says minimum of 10 psi, maximum of 15. But I think from the little bit of knowledge that I know and what I've learned is you want as much as you can stand. You want a firm board. So we're going for 15. About 7 minutes. All right, this is going to be interesting. Basically, I just came out here just for a few hours, and I've never been on an inflatable SUP before. So basically, the reason I'm here is just see how it handles, see how it feels. To be honest with you, I'm already impressed with just how stiff and this joker is stiff as a board. So I'm really looking forward to just getting in the water and just seeing how well it paddles. And it's so lightweight. I don't know. I think I'm really in for a surprise. And I've always been skeptical of inflatables, things like that. But I've been doing research on them here recently, like before I got this one, and they are really pretty proven craft. So I'm excited to use one. I think this is one of my favorite things about it. I haven't done it yet, but I have a feeling. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome indeed. This thing is 11 foot 2 inches and only weighs 31 pounds. That makes it pretty easy just to tote wherever you're going. You can tote your gear with you too. One trip and I made it. Well, except for the camera, of course. Now I just had to put the fin on, which wasn't too hard. Basically, it has this little slot back here. You kind of, I don't know, slide it in the groove. It kind of locks in, and then you just simply tighten up this one little screw here, and it holds it in there. Pretty doggone simple. Now just slide her in the water. Look how easy that is. I'm telling you guys. That I was really surprised and really happy with just how easy it was. I like easy. You guys who know me, you already know that.
Okay, I'm already surprised. I'm gonna paddle around for a little bit, get a feel for it, but I'm liking it.
So this whole time, I'm kind of comparing this to my other stand-up paddleboard, my Kaku Kahuna. Now this thing, it's just so much lighter, it paddles so much easier, stays so straight, it is incredible. But not only does it stay straight, so it's kind of hard to turn in some instances. Well, if you know how to do it, which I kind of did from watching a couple YouTube videos, you can also turn this joker pretty doggone easy too. You step on the back of the board, and she'll start spinning. I know I probably look like an idiot out there doing circles, but I was having a good time, I promise.
That's pretty awesome.
This was a really great place just to come and try the paddleboard out and maybe do some swimming too. This place is normally pretty popular for divers and stuff. I actually did one of my checkout dives when I got certified for scuba diving 12 or so years ago.
Let's get in the water.
But right now the water's pretty high, so it makes it a little murky.
Anything good over there?
Oh, it's beautiful back there.
Awesome.
Like in the woods.
Cool. So not only is the SUP new, but I got these new goggles in because if you guys remember from one of my recent trips, my goggles, or actually a lot of my recent trips with my goggles, they were just always fogging up. So I finally got some Cressies. These are some that I had for years that worked wonderfully for me, and I replaced them with a cheap pair of frameless just to try to see if they worked well. Nope, they were cheap. So these are like 45 bucks on Amazon. Really good goggles. This is pretty cool. I like this. It's cold. It's cool, but it feels good. The closer you get to the spring, the colder it gets, for sure. Woo. times been bothering me, and that ear didn't equalize. That's not good.
And it just continued happening, so I was never able to get down like I wanted to, so I guess that just means I'm just going to have to bring you guys back here again. It's a pretty cool spot, and it gets even better than it is today. Still, it was pretty gorgeous. I'm really pretty lucky to have places like this so close to home. Yeah, I sure am. There's the paddleboard. I'll be back. I'll be back.
All right, let's let the rudder hit. Or the skeg hit. Not bad at all.
One thing I am kind of concerned with is how tough this fin is. You know, what kind of damage can it take? What can it withstand? You know, because on my adventures I go through some rough stuff. But from what I've been learning,
Yellow fly. Some bad mamma jammas.
they are pretty tough. So I think I'll be good.
Well, I must say I am pretty doggone impressed. I like how it handles. I really love how it paddles. How I can just, it's easier to paddle straight. It's fast to paddle. It's easy to turn. It's tough so far from what I can tell. There's a lot of things I like about it, but there are a few concerns that I just don't know about. Like I'm wondering, you know, is it going to hold air? Like if I go on like a 3-day trip on it, do I need to bring the pump along? Can I get a smaller pump to top it off? Do I even need to do that? Is it going to leak down? Because keeping the air pressure is pretty important. Then of course, I'm not really worried too much about like punctures and stuff, because from what I've read, they're super tough and they feel pretty doggone tough. So that's kind of my main concern. Another one, not really a concern of mine, but well, maybe a concern of mine personally, but maybe something that like you guys wouldn't have to be concerned with so much is like mounting stuff, like cameras and things. There's not like tracks, like gear tracks and things on it, but you can, I think you can like glue the mighty mounts and like little pieces of track to it, and so you can have stuff like that. So I'd want to do that. There's no internal storage, of course, like my Kaku Kahuna, but still, it's a pretty freaking awesome ride. I think this is great. It's so lightweight. It's so easy to paddle. I don't know. I wasn't expecting to like it this much. I really wasn't. I'm just so happy to get a chance to use this Leader Accessories board. They actually contacted me and said, hey, would you like to try this board? We'll give it to you. So they gave it to me for free, so thank you guys for that. Thank y'all for watching to allow me to do that. But I've been using their dry bags for a long time, for years. I think probably some of the first dry bags I bought, and I really like them. And so I figured, okay, yeah, sure, I'll try one of your stand-up paddle boards, and it's pretty awesome. You get it on Amazon, pretty cheap. I think it's like $600. And not only does it come with what you see here with the paddle and all, but they also have like a seat and stuff, so you can like a double paddle, or you can paddle it like a kayak, and it comes with that, so you can use it that way. Oh, and that reminds me of something else. This paddle, I mean, it works, but this is a similar paddle to the one that I broke on the Swanee River, I think, right at the handle, and I think it's like an identical setup, identical build. So this paddle that comes with it, I wouldn't count on using it for a long time, to be honest with you. I'd get it, pay 70, 80 bucks for a good paddle, or a not really, an expensive paddle, but still a good paddle. So those are my 2 cents. That's pretty loud. Still like pretty hard. It's okay, it's okay. All right, get it back in the bag. That was pretty easy. Now the paddle and the pump and everything fits in there that you need, but I'm not putting it in there because when I get home I'm gonna unroll it, dry it, wipe it down, clean it up good. So I'm letting all that stuff dry out here. So awesome. That's really a pretty simple process. What can I say? I'm impressed. I do need this though. Oh boy. Well, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Just a few hours, but I got a lot done, learned a lot. Learned that inflatable SUPs are a good option. And I'm gonna be looking harder at inflatable SUPs and seeing what all you can do with them. How did I get in here? I think I'm going the right way. But hey, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for everything. Thanks for all the patrons over at Patreon. You guys are helping making these adventures happen. And everyone else liking, watching, commenting, everything you guys do, sharing. I appreciate it so much. Hey, as always, I want you guys to get out there. That is the main goal of this channel and what I do, is to inspire you guys to get out there and just live it up. We only got one life. One life. You better get out there and live it. All right, folks, take care of yourselves and stay tuned for the next video adventure. Be sure you're subscribed and have that bell notification clicked so you'll be notified whenever I upload the next good time. All right, folks, take care of yourselves and God bless. See you in the next adventure. It's coming soon. Subscriber trip is like a week and a half, or yeah. Heck yeah, a week and a half away. Woo! Can't wait to see all y'all. All right, take care, folks. See ya.